Hello and Namaste. My name is Gautam Behra and today I'll be talking on Introduction to Cast Iron. So what is cast iron? Cast iron is an alloy of iron and carbon where the weight percentage of carbon is above 2.03 percentage. And we know that if the alloy of iron and carbon where carbon content is below 2 percentage, it is basically called steels. So now, cast iron in cast iron, apart from this carbon, it also contains like silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, and manganese. So now we'll discuss about how cast iron is categorized. Cast iron is categorized into two category, the two groups. The first group, it is basically general purpose grade cast iron, and the second group it is basically special purpose grade cast iron. So in the general purpose grade cast iron, it includes white cast iron, grey cast iron, malleable cast iron, nodular cast iron. So all these cast iron have general engineering applications. But whereas the special grade purpose cast iron are basically alloy cast iron, right? Their application is where the environment is severe one, condition is very severe, like where corrosive medium will be present, where high temperature will be there, and where abrasive conditions will be there. So in that particular conditions, this special grade purpose cast iron is used. Next, let us discuss something about this uh, general purpose grade cast iron. The best example is, as I told, white and gray cast iron. Let us discuss first about gray cast iron. So what is gray cast iron? Gray cast iron, uh, the molten iron containing carbon above 2.03% when cooled uh, slowly during solidification. So in that condition, the solid iron form is called your gray cast iron. So now, how how the carbon is present in gray cast iron? So the basically what happens, due to slow solidification, due to very slow solidification, the cooling rate will be slower, obviously. So diffusion is higher. Anyways, so uh, so in that case, what happens? The carbon is remain in form of graphite flakes. So that means in case of grey cast iron, the carbon remain in free form, that is in graphite flakes, right? Graphite is 100% pure carbon, we know that. Then next is how the fracture surface appears when we break a grey cast iron. Actually, this grey cast iron got its name from the appearance of its fracture surface only. So the fracture surface of the grey cast iron appears as grey in color. Obviously, that is due to presence of graphite. The next, we'll discuss about the tensile strength. So basically, the tensile strength of grey cast iron is 100 to 100 MPa to nearly 340 MPa around. And the properties of the cast iron is basically affected due to presence of this carbon, phosphorus, and the silicon. This carbon, phosphorus, silicon have a combined effect on the properties of cast iron. So that is basically given by carbon equivalent value, that is equal to total percent of carbon plus percentage of phosphorus plus percentage of silicon divided by 3. So next, let us discuss about something about the white cast iron. So white cast iron, so the molten iron which contains carbon above, that is 2.03, when cool at a faster rate during solidification, the iron forms is called white cast iron. So in that case, the carbon, that means in case of white cast iron, the carbon present in combined state, not in free form as graphite flakes, that is present in combined form, that is obviously the cementite network. So basically in case of white cast iron, if you look into the microstructure, it contains, that is interdendritic networks of cementites. So large number of cementite networks are present, which is clearly visible. So obviously the fracture surface of the white cast iron appears as white due to these cementite networks. And if we discuss about this the tensile strength of white cast iron is 140 to 490 MPa, and its compressive strength is very high, that is 1400 MPa to 1750 MPa nearly. So you can understand the compressive strength is very high uh, in white cast iron. And the important point here to be noted is, due to presence of this cementite interdendritic cementite networks, it is very hard and brittle basically, right? So we can say the advantage we'll get is the high wear resistance due to high hardness, but in other way the limitation is it is brittle, right? So it doesn't find many applications because of its brittleness. It find application where we want high wear resistance or abrasion resistance, right? So and the important point I will be saying that this due to this brittleness property, the white cast iron have poor machinability also. So due to poor machinability behavior of the white cast iron, you do not find much application. Some of the application let me discuss about white cast iron. So due to its high wear resistance or abrasion resistance, it is used as a ball material in the grinding mills. It can be used as an extrusion nozzle and liner for cement mixtures. Okay, thank you. You can continue in the next video.